Hey everyone, welcome back to the ESF Podcast. Today's episode is special because we're going to talk about something that every English learner struggles with, but almost nobody understands deeply. We're talking about how to think in English, how to stop translating in your head, and how to finally speak naturally without hesitation.
Yeah, and honestly, this is one of those topics that hits everyone. Beginners, intermediate learners, even advanced speakers who still get stuck when trying to speak fast. And here's the hook for today. A 5-year-old native speaker who knows only 2,000 words speaks more fluently than most adult learners who know 10,000 words, simply because that child thinks in English.
It sounds crazy, but it makes perfect sense. So today, we're going to break it down in a really honest way. Friendly, practical, with examples, and with simple science behind it. Let me start with something personal. When I first tried speaking English years ago, every single sentence in my head was like, think in my native first, rearrange the grammar, try to speak, panic, forget, freeze. It felt like my brain was doing 3 jobs at the same time.
Same here. People always think they have a grammar problem, but most of the time it's not grammar. It's the translation loop. You think in your native language, then you try to convert it into English, then you try to speak, and by the time you're ready, the moment is gone.
Exactly. And that translation loop is slow. It's heavy. It's unnatural. And it kills your fluency instantly.
Because the second you translate, your brain switches out of English mode. And when that happens, you lose speed. And fluency is basically speed, the speed of forming ideas. Let's talk about that example earlier. Why can a 5-year-old who knows 2,000 words speak more fluently than someone who knows 10,000 words?
Because kids don't translate. Their brain only knows English. So everything they hear becomes automatic. They don't think what's the right grammar. They just respond.
Here's the funny part. Kids can't explain grammar. They can't tell you what present perfect continuous is. They can't spell. They can't write essays. But they can talk fluently for hours.
And that tells us something important. Fluency is not about knowledge. It's about automatic response. Adults know more words, but kids can use all the words they know instantly.
Exactly. Kids operate on automatic mode. Adults operate on thinking mode.
This one might shock a lot of people, but it's the truth. Stop learning new words every day. At least for now. Because learning new words doesn't make you fluent.
You don't need more vocabulary. You need better control over the vocabulary you already know. Most people know thousands of English words, but they can only use maybe 400 of them in real life.
Exactly. Passive vocabulary means nothing if you can't speak it. It's like having a huge garage full of tools, but you don't know how to use any of them.
Instead, what you need is this. Repeat the same 500 words until they become automatic. Once they become automatic, fluency begins.
Let's bring in just a little science. Nothing complicated. The brain has something called language chunks. Small combinations of words that your brain stores as one unit.
For example, I don't know. How are you? Let me see. What do you mean? You don't think of each word separately. Your brain stores it as one block.
And when you repeat certain sentences and phrases often enough, your brain moves them from thinking mode to automatic mode. This is called automaticity.
Kids get automaticity because they hear the same sentences 10,000 times. Mommy, can I have this? I don't want it. That's mine. They repeat these lines every day for years.
Meanwhile, adults try to learn 20 new words every day. And nothing becomes automatic, so they freeze.
The biggest difference between adults and kids is simple. Kids use English, adults analyze English.
Exactly. Adults think too much. They overthink grammar, pronunciation, structure, mistakes, how they look, everything. This overthinking activates the logical part of your brain instead of the language part.
That's why you speak slowly. You're trying to build English instead of letting it flow.
Thinking too much kills fluency more than lack of vocabulary. Most people think thinking in English means forming long, complicated sentences like, I will improve my communication skills gradually so I can achieve better fluency in the future. But that's not how it works.
Thinking in English starts with simple sentences like, I'm tired. I want to eat. That looks good. I don't like that. Where's my phone? I'm leaving now. Real English thinking is built on these small thoughts.
If you can think simple sentences automatically, bigger sentences come naturally later. But someone who thinks in English will instantly say, "What are you doing?" Because that sentence is stored as a chunk in the brain.
It's not knowledge, it's automatic recall.
Here's a simple truth. You can live 90% of your English life using 500 to 800 words, if you know how to use them automatically.
Yes. Words like go, come, get, take, want, need, feel, think, like look, find, make. These simple words appear in almost every conversation.
If someone can use these 500 words in all kinds of situations, fluency starts to appear. You can say, "Let me get that." Take your time. I want to go. That makes sense. Let me think. I don't feel good. I'm trying to find it.
These are the real building blocks of English. People underestimate them because they seem too easy, but fluency lives in the simple things.
Let me ask you something. Why do you think adults are obsessed with learning difficult words, like notwithstanding or phenomenon or synergy?
Because adults want to sound smart. They think using big words means advanced English. But that's not true. Native speakers use simple words 95% of the time and save complicated words for special situations.
Exactly. Fluency is not about vocabulary level. It's about clarity and speed.
Here's another light science explanation. Your brain has default pathways. If your whole life you've thought in your native language first, that becomes your default.
And the only way to change the default is through repetition. You must force the brain to think in English even in small moments.
Like when you wake up, think I'm awake now. When you're hungry, think I want to eat something. When you're annoyed, think this is stressful.
Every time you think in English, you weaken the old pathway and strengthen the new one.
We should give listeners practical exercises, not textbooks, real stuff.
Yeah, let's go. Think 3-word thoughts throughout the day. I'm tired. I'm hungry. It's hot. I'm late. Small thoughts build fluency. Then narrate what you're doing in simple English. I'm walking now. I'm cooking rice. I'm opening my laptop. Pick 20 simple sentences and recycle them in different situations for a week.
That's how kids do it. Repeat, recycle, reuse.
Most learners think fluency is hard, but fluency is actually easy once you remove translation.
Yes, your brain loves efficiency, and English becomes easier when your brain doesn't have to switch languages.
Learning English becomes less like studying and more like living.
Many learners give up because they feel slow. They feel stupid. They feel embarrassed when they speak.
But slow doesn't mean stupid. It means your brain is adapting. Every day you think in English, even a little bit. You're building fluency silently.
Fluency doesn't appear suddenly. It grows quietly. Then one day, you just speak without thinking. That's the moment everything clicks.
Let me share a quick story. My cousin learned English by watching the same cartoon every day for years. He didn't study grammar. He didn't memorize vocabulary lists. He didn't do homework. But one day, he spoke a full sentence in English without realizing it.
That's how fluency works. It sneaks up on you. You think nothing is happening. Then suddenly you speak automatically. Before we wrap up, here's a challenge for the listeners. Pick 500 words, the most common ones, and use them for a month. Use them in all your thoughts, all your sentences, all your conversations.
You will be shocked how much your fluency improves. Not because you learned more, but because you mastered what truly matters.
All right, here are your takeaways for today. 1. Translating slows your brain and kills fluency. 2. A child is fluent because everything is automatic. 3. You already know enough words, now master them. 4. Thinking in English starts with small thoughts. 5. Fluency equals speed, not intelligence. 6. Repetition builds new brain pathways. 7. The secret is simple. Use English in your head every day in tiny moments.
Every single day. Your fluency is built in the moments nobody sees.
Thanks for listening to the ESF Podcast. If this episode helped you understand learning in a new way, share it with a friend who needs it.
And remember, fluency isn't about knowing everything. It's about mastering the basics until your brain stops translating. Keep practicing, keep repeating, and trust the process. See you in the next episode.